this for them, but like the respawn game types, they're just untouchable right now.
Yeah, I want to first of all touch on the Search and Destroy that you were pointing out there. The Search and Destroy, when they're losing, they're getting battered. We're talking 6-0, 6-1. We saw it, obviously, you know, major events and at the Pro League. This is not just kind of a one-time thing. They obviously will get better, without a doubt. I mean, they can't get any worse, let's be honest. Reciprocity, they need to take advantage of that. However, one thing I will say is we're into the game already. It's going to be hard point, and the game in which you touched on already. I think this game is won and lost on the hard points. I really, really do. I think Faze, they need to come out and win those three respawns. Don't let this go to a game 5 if you're a Faze fan.
Same thing can be said, though. If you're going to get that one big win for Reciprocity, the opening hard point would certainly be it. On board with Zed now, battling for that top opening control. Zed's got 3 lined up. Waskins finds 1. That's a lovely way to get things started for Reciprocity. 30 seconds left in the first hard point. Rec with the opening minutes. Points going their way. Shawnee putting the ICR to good work. He's already doing much better than he was yesterday.
I think that's a really good talking point. Shawnee yesterday, we saw him single digits, Study pointing it out on the desk. Going into this is a bit of a statement for him because, again, we've got Dens on the subs bench, you know, a big slayer in his own right. Yes, different role, but I think every player now with these subs obviously around, you've got to perform, right? Because you know, your job is, you know, wanted by a lot. Put it that way, but Shawnee already coming out with the goods here. 5 and 2 already as we head to the garage here. 60 to go, and currently in the better position. It's going to be Faze, and that boy Matty Marshall, he's back at it.
Oh, back at it again. 4 in a row.
Oh!
Yeah, strike now, good to go. That was his 6th back-to-back. Oh my, we're talking about Rick having a nice start here. Well, Matty Marshall has just ruined Christmas for them. Here we go. Waskins trying to find the kills in the back now as they're pushing their way in. 2-angled attack. Here comes Waskins, trying to find that vengeance. Cillium's up next. Big shot from Cillium, a nice 2 from him. And on the point straight away, Tommy can't get it done as now a seam comes through. And I must admit though, Faze, that blistering pace we expected of them, they didn't have the greatest start, but the second hard point, Lambo has been all theirs.
Yeah, I tell you what, fast and furious for these guys right now. Reciprocity did have a great start. They had that opener on the fountain. Faze have kind of held down the garage, so very back and forth as it stands. Scraps has actually got a lightning strike for his troubles as well, so keep your eyes out for that. He could use it, of course, on the fence's hard point. A lot being open, of course, but on the flank here, Scraps coming from behind. He's going to call out Tommy, but not going to be to avail. Zuma will go down, Cell and Scraps. What a great hold that is from Reciprocity. Every single play winning their one-on-ones.
Yeah, and that lightning strike now coming through from Scraps. And again, Scraps is going to have to invest that because he didn't manage to hit the flank. Shawnee once again coming up tops there for Reciprocity, watching the flank saving Tommy's life. Lightning strike comes through. They do manage to flip the hard point. 40 seconds now left on it. Faze with a slight advantage. Slowly but surely getting back into this one. Tommy holding the flank with the ICR. Doing the best he can. Dylan manages to slip through. Brilliant cover again from Shawnee. Shawnee once again. He's just got perfect angles covering his teammates. Now Dylan's on a bit of a run for streaks himself. 170 now. If he gets this, it's now 45. 20 seconds left in the hard point. Very much the uncontested right now. As you can see, Faze gearing up for the next one. They're starting to move across map, but we've got to watch out for number 8. That's the player they're going to be eyes on.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point as well, kind of pointing out that score streak opportunity there. I think by just actually staying on the hard point, Dylan's actually unlocked it, and he was begging for someone just to pick up the kills outside. And Reciprocity will, of course, give him that. Now, Waskins just watching over here, knows he can't push alone, waiting for one to push him, doesn't get that last and final bullet into Cell, but Tommy will be the one to take down Zero amongst the water. He's him answering back. The Faze clan still in control of this hard point. However, they're being pushed back. The numbers are not against them here. And Dylan will come through, not one, but with 2. Shawnee goes down, though, so Dylan, he's going to have to wait for that backup. He does have one player with him.
Here comes Dylan. This is 10th in a row. That's 10. 12 and 4 currently on the contest. Finds 2 with the slam. Dylan still kicking. 13 for him. This is unreal between both teams going at it. Zuma's got 3 and 11. Zero's 5 and 11. Where's Faze Clan?
I tell you what, Dylan there, you kind of saw him stand still for a second after he got that slam, kind of maybe celebrated for half a second, but he's back at it, my boy Dylan. 15 in a row. Is there anybody that can stop him right now? We cannot get away from this man as it is shut down at 16. Full streaks once again.
16's good enough for me. But is it good enough for Reciprocity overall? We still have Faze Clan doing the best they can at maintaining that lead, or trying to maintain the gap they have at the moment. 76 now and climbing Reciprocity's lead. It's not huge, but it's starting to dwindle slowly. Even off the back of these mania plays there from Dylan. Still got full streaks again. Scraps now, 1 kill away from the War Machine. There it is. Delivered, secured. The kill feed is all red. as we see in Faze start to make a bit of a move here. The first hard point and the second set of rotations, they've had an iron grip hold of it so far. Solid 25 seconds out of it. And now there's a little bit left. Can they find more here? Scraps locking down the back, getting ready for the next hard point. But Rec have chalked this, and they're rolling across to the second.
And again, when you take a look at kind of the bigger picture, Dylan, 16 kill streak, Zuma, 6 and 12, you know, double negative. At the end of the day, Faze, they're still winning. And there's a reason for this. It's the way that they're playing their game. And yes, they've kind of just retaken the lead, but when they did hold the hard points, when it was both obviously on Garage, on rotation, on the Rock as well, they were getting substantially a lot more points than Reciprocity have, which keep going back and forward and getting broken. Dylan's streaks will help, by all means. Reciprocity can take this to Faze Clan. However, Faze out of... My goodness, Faze out of nowhere kind of just fighting right back into it. And really, since they shut Dylan down, Faze is taking control there.
Yep, Tempest comes out there from Celium, finds himself a nice 2. Asim now locking down the lobby. These shots are big, he's gunning for it. Precise as they come from Asim there with that second kill. Does get dropped, but nonetheless, the damage has been done. Faze have once again found themselves here in the Lambo. The first rotation was theirs. They managed to get a wonderful amount of time in the first, and now they're doing it all over again. Rec with the hard point now with the final 30 seconds. Zed, War Machine at the ready for him. He's been somewhat quiet compared to his teammates so far, but at 18 and 13, I mean, it's hard when Dylan's going off like that. Nonetheless, though, it's a solid performance across the board from everyone on Rec.
Well, here we have Reciprocity taking control of the Garage here. Much like Faze did on the first rotation, Attack 5 boost is going to assist them as well. Maybe a Hellstorm just to open this next hard point up. Tommy, though, he feels like he's in a good position. That's going to be shot in the back. That's going to be by Asim. 12 and 14 for him. Cell, that's his 18th kill, but finally will go down. That Attack 5 boost coming into play there for Dylan to keep him up and alive. But again, his hot start has kind of leveled out a little bit now. He's 20 and 12, still a fantastic number already, but the trophy system shutting down that War Machine every single time you can keep shooting. My goodness. But a trophy system and a grapple will shut it down.
Here we go. Faze back onto the fences, 151 and climbing. Celium doing the best he can to stay alive, but Shawnee, once again, he's been very, very consistent so far in this matchup. A 14 and 16, but the kills have been crucial. Seems a nice 2 there on the back of the fences is going to clear it up. Dylan staying alive, staying it good. The Celium tries to come in from the top, but Zero has done the most outstanding shots on the outside of the woods there, just to clean up the point.
And I think Zero, a play we haven't really talked about, he's on a 4-kill streak right now. He's still got the TAC 5 boost, so really the thing to take away from that is just stayed alive for so long here. He's actually going to stay alive again after taking damage here, and he's going to put another kill on the board. That's going to be number 5, 25 away from this, and just a hard point help potentially would put him so close, but an assist, a kill, anything. Now we'll give him that lightning strike. Dylan still has the Hellstorm in his pocket. Wuskin's shutting down his twin there, as we do see Cell take revenge. Zed answering back as it's back and forth, and my goodness, what a close game we've got in our hands here. Just 30 points between the teams.
Unbelievable work again. We are expecting Faze to come out swinging and do the biggest job here in the hard point, but nonetheless, Rec are still keeping this one competitive. Dylan, that hot streak has started to dwindle off at 22 and 16, and I must admit, I would love to see somebody run Engineer on Reciprocity right now, because they are getting eaten alive by the current, affair of all the specialists they've had have just been caught up in them by nothing but trophy systems, and they need to get something out of that one. But nonetheless, so we have Faze. War Machine comes out there for Scraps. He's going to get kills on point. The play from Rec does happen on the back end. They come in through the water and they manage to slip through. Zed still good. He finds Asim and dicks out. Now, 13 seconds left. Reciprocity 150 points after this one, unless the contest comes through.
Yeah, Vision Pulse was utilized very well there. They broke back in, they were down, they come into the rock, and they take control. The Vision Pulse actually was used as well to stop Zero getting that Hellstorm, that second streak, which, again, may come and pay dividends later on. 50-point lead down to about 40 now here, as we do see a little bit of contention, but a lot of specialists have been, used, and some utilized a little bit better. We've still got Zero, very close. I think he's just got the Vision Pulse now, but across the board, Tommy with the Tempest, Dylan's close to his slam as well. 25 and 19, what a fantastic map for him. And Zero there, saved by the bell. Shawnee goes down here, another double for Zero as he finds number 24.
It's kills like that, when you see Zero just sitting on top, open corridor, he doesn't get killed by the second player. Shawnee's not able to react to that one, and he manages to stim up and just get an easy kill in there. That allows for another 20 seconds here on this first hard point. That allows for the rotation to come through for Faze as well. That presence is so important. You have to finish those kills. And Shawnee finds something here. Now, Celium's going to put him to bed, and now we have full control for Faze. A slow push now from the members of Rec as they make their way forward. That's going to be the Vision Pulse invested from Shawnee. Oh no, sorry, I believe that's actually from Zero. So with that, this play from Reciprocity is going to be sort of broadcast very well there.
And I like the Vision Pulse because we've seen on the previous 2 rotations, Garage is where the points come from. They've saved it for this moment. Yes, it was obviously only obtained a couple moments ago, but it is showing why it's so important. That's going to be a cluster coming right on the top of the trophy system. Again, coming up clutch here. Dylan's going to call in the Hellstorm, so it is everybody indoors. It's like a rainy day. They're going to be safe for now. Double Hellstorm. Zero answers back as he gets inside, uses his Hellstorm to counteract. And that 20-point lead to 40-point lead is getting bigger and bigger. Now 60 points here for FaZe Clan, looking to end it right here on the garage.
They can't get it done. They've got to get every single second in order to make it work, but they can certainly do it. Tempest is up from Celium, his second of the game, and he's already put it to work once again. What a shot there on a Shawnee, right through the water. No idea he was there. The final few seconds come through. Reciprocity nowhere to be seen as the wind has been sucked out of the sails as FaZe take map 1.
Fist bumps all around, and Zero, he tends to do this. I've noticed a very common trend with Zero. When he has a personal good map, he's obviously very hyped, like you would be, but he's the first to stand up and thank his teammates for that. He's the first to go give the fist bumps to them, because again, numbers, it does say a lot, but it doesn't say everything. Incredible performance there by FaZe. Of course, we saw how strong Reciprocity and Dylan in particular kind of came out. You've got someone dropping a 16 kill streak on you, and you come out and you take it 250 to what, 175 around? Pretty convincing. You know, if that 16 kill streak wasn't there, I think it would have been a bit more of a stomping.
A few things to take away there from Reciprocity. Again, lack of anyone running engineer from what we can see. I mean, we saw trophy systems working for FaZe. Every single possible hard point. You just hear that little ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. That was really there every single moment possible. We're going to have a quick look at the final few moments of that last game. Friends, as you saw, Zero putting in an absolute clinic. That ICR, he tweeted about it a while ago saying my ICR is on form, friends, but he really, really meant it. And there's a solid set of kills at the back end there of the hard point. Celium also putting in a wonderful work. We saw specialists aplenty from everyone there on FaZe. And again, just Reciprocity, it's, you know, it's not like they're getting outplayed super hard, but there's just a major gap at the moment between FaZe and everyone else, it seems, in these hard points.
I think that's a huge takeaway, what you said there as well. It's not like, you know, someone on Reciprocity is negative 20. You know, for Tommy not having the best of games, but someone obviously will be negative when you've got players like Zero slaying out his mind. But, you know, for someone who's so consistently positive, someone like Scraps, for example, he just put a normal, standard, even game on the board. And I love how when you have a team, and this is, I think, what Chance was kind of tweeting about yesterday, is FaZe just seems to get better and better in these hard points. Because when Scraps doesn't have a superstar game, you've got someone like Cell, Zero, Zuma, or Acim to have that game as well. You know, it's not just kind of one superstar performing, but by all means, FaZe Clan coming out hot once again with a hard point.
Fantastic start there from the boys on FaZe. Now, of course, before the matchup started, Jess had a quick catch-up with the players.
Thanks, Miles. Yeah, so I actually talked with the brothers, Scraps and Wuskin. And first off, Scraps is just sure that FaZe has this 3-0. He said if we play the way we should, we definitely should take this. And I did ask him, you know, there's a lot of banter. We always see Scraps and Wuskin going at it on Twitter. And he said, sure, there's a lot of brotherly love. But he said, you know, once it comes to the game, he said, this is real. He's not my brother. It's just another game. Over on the side of Reciprocity, Wuskin, of course, also believes that Reciprocity can take this. He did say it's going to be a close game. Scraps thought, you know, easy 3-0 for FaZe. Wuskin is thinking it will be a close game, but he said, I'm really excited for it. He did also add he loves to wind his brother up and mess with him and really kind of get his ego going. He did add Scraps has a huge ego, and he thinks that might lead to his downfall here. Doesn't look that way so far, but we'll see how the rest of the series goes. Miles and Momo, back over to you guys.
Thank you very much, Jess. As you saw, both the masters there giving their beards a good scratch.
Does this make us a pro player if we do this?
I think it just means that we're thinking about that last matchup. Both of us are thinking about that last matchup, but more importantly, the next is going to be an absolute banger, friends. Search and Destroy FaZe have had their serious highs and serious lows when it comes to Search and Reciprocity. This is going to be a powerful moment for them to manage to get back into the series, as we saw the hard point closely contested to begin with if you've just joined us, but in the end, FaZe did what FaZe does. Phased up all the way into round number 2. Now, Search and Destroy, Momo, have FaZe got what it takes to take down Rec? We saw Rec take down Gen G yesterday in that nice game 5. You know, their Search and Destroy game was on. They looked fantastic, but do they have what it takes to go up against FaZe now?
I really think so. I wanted to bring that up about Gen G, in fact. Reciprocity, obviously, they're winning series. We talked about them, you know, going back to Fort Worth, back to Vegas, wherever it has been. Their Search and Destroy, their game 5s have been great. And this is something that they pride themselves on. And I think, you know, it's something they really need to play to the strengths in this series. Not only that, but on the other side is potentially one of the worst Search and Destroy teams as of right now. Do they have the capability to be one of the best? Absolutely. You know, you're saying names like Zuma and Cell, like, this is S&D, in their blood kind of thing. But it clearly isn't clicking right now. And whether that's just a mismatch of chemistry or just simply a brand new team, we'll have to see how good they can be. But Reciprocity, for me, they win both the Search and Destroys. Do FaZe let it go to the 2 Search and Destroys is the question. I feel the respawns heavily FaZe FaZe Clan, Reciprocity heavily favor the Search and Destroy, but at the end of the day, if it goes as quote-unquote it should, FaZe Clan win respawns, Reciprocity win Search and Destroy, you'd end this at 3-1.
So here we go. Tommy with that snipe going to open up round 1, finds just the tippity top of Scraps there as he's going to slip on through. No snipe on the other side there for FaZe Clan as Tommy posts up here at A. Now again, we're expecting to see big work out of Zero here. The way the ICR was working out for him in the previous map on Hacienda, you'd expect exactly the same here on Arsenal. Play towards B, developing slowly but surely. Waskin's trying to open this one up, but again, just both teams feeling each other out here early on in the first round.
Yeah, Bomb was heading to B. It looks like it's cut through the window, through mid, and Dylan might have a couple players on his. And there he knows there's 2. He's looking to just take down 1 with him. Tommy wanting to help out, but he can't peek out too much. Dylan, great job just to stay alive here. And Tommy, he can feel the pressure. Cells coming. And nobody able to trade because they did not have lobby control. It's as simple as that. FaZe takes lobby, and then FaZe can push forward. Now they have the advantage. That's a real good strategical play there from FaZe. They have the numbers, but Dylan and Shawnee level things out here. Shawnee falls down, Dylan finds a double, and Dylan does drop, but it's down to the 2v2 here. Scraps and Zero, Wuskins and Zed. And Zed gets the better of Matty Marshall here, all up to 0.
It's big stuff from Zed there. To overextend just past that part of plant was a massive play. Imagine to make it work. Big nade again from Zed as he finds his 2nd kill of the round. And with that, the first is going to go the way of Reciprocity. Gets the defuse as well. Puts himself ever closer to streaks. Now, solid work. You're right, though. We saw them concede that ground, but I want to give a prop to Dylan there. Harry Houdini, managing to escape that situation where 2 players are pressuring him. He doesn't die until later on in the trade battle that goes down by Jet. Somehow managing to stay alive, but I feel like for Reciprocity, they don't want to be in that situation. You'd much rather get picks at these points as opposed to having to let it come down to a trade-off.
You see him there, he knows he gets him weak. He doesn't let him use that stim shot. He kind of takes his own life for that, which I think was kind of a necessity at that point. But great plays, great movement coming in from Dylan. I think Zuma and Asim on that round did really well kind of through the mid, getting control of lobby and getting control of A. You saw Cell pushing up onto Tommy, but they just couldn't capitalize on it. Now this is a big, strong 5-man stack here towards A. I thought that 2nd bullet went straight through the chest of him, but Scraps is going to have to think again. We're going to see a lot of players fall here. Tommy, Zero, and Shawnee picking up kills here, favoring Reciprocity. Scraps unable to connect with that sniper. Paladin not working to his favor right now, but look at this, the bomb is going back. They've got numbers, and they're happy to get out of there.
Yeah, they've dealt the damage, and now they're making a run for it. And we've seen this time and time again now, this week in the Pro League especially, these heavy plays towards A, trying to just overwhelm what is typically a solo player with that Paladin at the back end, and if they can, they somehow manage to get the 2 trades out of that one. So with Zero and Zuma out of action, the Zs or the Zs taking a nap, we roll now back over towards B. Oh, sorry, from A. They've come back. Celium's going to be the only player posted up there for now. Asim's got lobby control. And Reciprocity are trying to make them second guess this one, but there we have it. Zed's been spotted. Shawnee's on the outside now as well. Are they going to be able to catch anyone? They've got vent control as well. Asim's going to poke this one through. Can he find something? Scraps trying to watch lobby on the inside. Tagged up. Bad timing. Tommy's in. But Asim there to pick it up. There goes the play on the player in vent. And now it comes down to a 1v2. It's all on Celium.
Yeah, Shawnee making a huge kill onto Asim there. The player on the vents got caught out. That was Dylan. But it really was Shawnee who kind of came up clutch in that situation. Bomb goes down, and now Reciprocity. They start to slowly back off, and there Shawnee sees him. He's going to slide away, and that's the 2nd time Shawnee's been taken down in damage, but he's not been taken down in person. Now, 3rd time, he will go down, and very questionable play here. Celium does not have a clue. Zed is so close. Now he does.
This is the problem. He's got a thermal so close to him like that, and Zed... I'm actually somewhat surprised Shawnee died in that situation, to be honest. Like,
I am too, and I think Shawnee was very confused. We saw Cell drop down and out of the map, and I think Shawnee kind of took that he's backed off and changed position. Really unfortunate, but again, do you really poke out and stand in the middle? I agree.
Maybe he missed a slide, possibly. You know, you can just slide in the dark there, but anyway, nonetheless, another round for Rec. They managed to overwhelm that A site once again. Fake the play towards B. Let's see how they go now with Faze on offense. Streaks for Zed, 3-0. See how they can go. Again, 2 players split towards A and B. Shawnee watching the middle of the map, and it's going to be a push right through the lab. They've got the lab coats on, the goggles on. They're trying to do some work. Tommy trying to find these players on the rotate. Can't get Scraps. That nade's going to help. Perfect timing, though, from Dylan to save the day. There is a trade there, though, so it's a 4v4.
Numbers have evened out, and have control of mid and even starting to be the spawn of Reciprocity is going to be Faze. But the problem with Faze right now is they're in kind of good positions, but they've got to, you know, push one bomb site. And they're going to be pushing into someone in a power position, and that someone is Wuskins. Now, 3 players is just simply too much, but a lightning strike should be able to keep them at bay. Cell, though, is too quick, and the Paladin is going to be left into the hands of Tommy, I believe. I don't think it's going to be enough. Dylan's going to trade things out, and this could be the round. It should be the round where FaZe Clan level things up a little bit here. Zero, I think, has spotted Tommy, the Thermal Paladin. Trying to find him. Drag scope does not connect, and Zero outmaneuvers that one.
Bated breath, though. Saw Tommy hitting big shots yesterday versus Gen G. There's no reason why he can't do it today.
Oh, very true. I think Tommy was unfortunate that it was this play. The lightning strike was, I believe, pinged, and they thought, we are completely in the open. We just got to push and find him. And he made the right call. Cell, of course, picking up a kill there. I don't think the lightning strike was used, though. I could be wrong.
Not used. Did not pull the trigger, didn't hit the button, so Zed still has it.
Okay.
Here we go for an offensive round for Reciprocity as they move into the 4th. It's a 2-2 split with B and mid-map being the focus. Now Zuma's making his way in towards A, and it's a 4-man push right on towards that A site. Once again, Reciprocity just trying to overwhelm that player at backstairs. Stun comes through, finds absolutely nothing. Dylan, he just manages to live, and it's 4 down for FaZe. The last player left is Celium. This round is just over. Reciprocity just ran a train right down A Street, right up the back door of FaZe.
And try and watch this play of the game here. It's obviously going to be one of the players from Reciprocity, but I want to point out, I think it was Wuskin actually, ironically. It was every single player's position. I looked at the minimap at that given time, and every single player had a role. It wasn't just 4 or 5 people running at A. They all had a position. They all had an intent, and luckily for them, it came to fruition. But again, I think FaZe Clan kind of caught off guard and just, you know, going with the same strategy of, you know, 2 to B, 2 to A, 1 in the middle. And again, a little bit overwhelmed by Reciprocity's strategy there.
On the defense, when they're so thinly spread, you know, it's hard to take on 4 players at once, but while you relinquish map control, you do give yourself an advantage, possibly in the kills department. A good stun, though, is certainly going to throw a spanner in the works. 3-1. FaZe back on up. See that slight indecision. They charge right into the middle of lab. They back up, and once again, we're going to see that lone player at A, that lone player about to meet the full might of FaZe Clan. But they haven't spotted him. Dylan's backed up. He knows they're there. Zero with that nade on the back end. How are they going to retake this?
It's a good position for FaZe here, because they've got the bomb down, but look how many players they've actually pushed through the middle. Zed's called in the lightning strike. That's going to find himself maybe 1. It's going to be acing for now. However, 4v3 in favor of Reciprocity. 25 seconds. They need the defuse, and Scrap's going to find one from behind. The second is out there, and he doesn't really need to challenge this. And I like how he wisely backs down there. Zero caught out, and it is down just to 2. Zuma and Scraps, but Scraps in a pretty good position. If he finds the first here.
He's got a cluster as well. Timer's on. Is this good? Perfect. Is it going to get his brother? It doesn't get a thing. And with that, the 4th round for Reciprocity. What an aggressive retake on that bomb site.
That cluster, unfortunate. I think he just threw it out the map at the end of it. I think he really wanted to have a different ending position for that cluster, but Zero is caught off guard. And again, it comes down to that point where we're seeing it go down 4 to 4, 3 to 3, and every time Reciprocity kind of come up on top, and I don't know necessarily if it's FaZe playing badly or whether it's Reciprocity kind of having that search and destroy instinct, but when you're in these moments, it's not something you can practice for. It's not something you can jump into a bots game and, you know, just kind of run through. You've got to be able to make those split decisions so quickly, and Rec just seem to be able to do that. You'd expect that as well, being the team that they have been for, obviously, the last few months here. FaZe Clan obviously still learning, still adapting.
Round 6, Dylan 110 away from streaks. First time we're seeing a lot of love towards B for Rec, but Celium has just slowed that down. Once again, a great stun. Wow, Sim couldn't get it done. He couldn't find it. Zero's going to get 2 in the back, though. That's big. Now Asim can push forward. The confidence breaming right now, and Zuma, he's going to get the final kill there. The trade out onto Wuskin. That second map win, round win, excuse me, there for FaZe. Sorely needed. 5-1 down is not a pretty sight.
And this is a game mode as well, map 2, where I feel Rec really need to win. because I don't think their control is particularly bad. We saw yesterday Reciprocity, I think it was yesterday actually, their control was great against Gen G. I think it was a 3-0 in fact. And I think that's, I don't want to say it's their mentality going into this because you want to win every map, but they know confidently that they can win 2, 3, and 5. You know, they can steal a hard point by all means, or split them. It doesn't really matter, but Reciprocity, I feel, win the search and destroy and put themselves in a fantastic position here. They've stacked B.
Stack B, but they give up that full control of the A site, and with that, the bomb's going to be armed now at A. Scraps watching the flank. Player in vents is going to be Celium. And look at this fan from everyone on Reciprocity. They're hitting every angle at the same time. Celium just managing to dodge that stun just out of ear's reach. Waskin gets Scraps just before he can be sniped, trades it up. Even Stevens 4-4 now. It's a 3v4 phase. Starting to shake, but look at that. Zero finds 2 on the outside. Celium's dropped it, and once again a 2v2. And now Zuma with a chance to close out the round. He does. 2 for Zuma. And a 3rd round win there for FaZe.
Yeah, 2 for Zuma, 2 for Trey. And nicely finished here. I think we're going to be treated to Zuma. Zero's double here. Nice positioning, using that little cube in the middle.
Put Shawnee on his back, sadly again. Sean quite out of the middle of no man's land there on the trying to hit that rotate. It's tougher than ICR, no stock. Once you post up, you're basically quicksand. Still though, FaZe making their way back into this. Reciprocity opting to hit right through middle. Number 6 going to be sitting in vents. Zuma lying in wait. Ready for this one. Here comes Rec. They charge through. There's a trade. Whew. No snipe. Just barely missing a teammate as well. Tommy's there. Big shots. He finds a kill with a nade. It seemed though. It seems in. He finds a nice 2. And now it's 2v1. Waskins have to back on up. The EMP can relay information, but he knows the bomb's down in lobby. And look at that FaZe that just sat upon it. Not a whole lot he can do. Even if he does get the EMP on top of them, all it does is tell them he's there. Now Cillian might have just seen him there on the rotate.
Yeah, I think they know the bomb's down here, and the best bet for Wuskin is trying to find one in no man's land. He actually did do that, wasn't able to capitalize on finding the kill, but it's all tied up 4-4 here. And FaZe really showing that, you know, improvements can be made very, very quickly. I will say FaZe is so strong in the search and destroy when it is kind of a bit of a mess. You know, that's where FaZe, I think, come to light, because it's almost like a hard point almost. You know, they're just 5v5, they're sliding in, they're trading. Plays like Asim obviously picking it up. Zuma at the end of that one when he found 2. It's almost, again, a little bit like a respawn, but huge double from Asim in lobby, and that was really the killer of round number 8. Round number 9, though, underway here, and FaZe opting for this B push.
Gonna meet a fair few players there, though. And Zed's got a nade. Zed's nades getting the business done earlier on in the rounds.
Puts it away. Here's that trophy, I think.
Yeah, again, the trophies have been the bane of Reciprocity so far. But here we go, Zed on point. Cillium's going to take care of Waskin. The ICR now falls to the hands of Shawnee. He's the only long gun they've got at this point in time. Dylan up on the bomb site. Nades are coming through, up over the top. Seam's going to get put on his back. Zero around the corner. A quick reload. They've got to get on this one faster, because they know the numbers are there. All of FaZe lining up for this one. There's only one player on the flank, so if they can maintain this presence, Shawnee's now got into the mix, and that's a big kill there. Zed's still got his nade.
Trophy may have gone by now. I'm not sure if it has, but right now it is just a battle at the bomb site, and it is Zed and Dylan, that duo. The Sorg duo really taking it to them. Shawnee is actually the one to clean up the 2 kills, and Sells found himself a double as well, but Tommy too quick for that one. And my goodness, the communication is flowing on the side of Reciprocity.
That was so intense, man. That was like a fight on a border. There's just one wall separating almost the entirety of both teams. You have to watch your angle so perfectly, and a coordinated push is the only thing that's going to let you get that one. And you have to trade out. And I mean, the amount of things that have to go right for FaZe in that situation is just ridiculous. No one able to hit the flank. They just try to punch their way through the middle. Round 10, Reciprocity on map point. Tommy with a snipe. Can he find Celium? Again, the lone ranger there at A.
Tempest is out. Can he connect? Cell knows where one player is, looking for it. He's got plenty still to shoot. 6 bullets, and he... Oh my goodness, how did that not connect with Tommy? Must have skimmed the air. Well, just gone straight past. Tommy actually does go down, that by 0. And again, this is this kind of mess where Faze, I feel, play to their potential. Oh my goodness,
Ooh!
Connects with him, but that slide away.
If that hadn't connected with him, he'd have been dead.
Tempest done. Oh my goodness, Zed taking down Asip. Huge kill there. Zuma finding one as well, but Weak should be traded. Will be traded. That's coming in from Shawnee down to a 3v3. Shawnee now traded out behind the bomb, but no one to answer for Reciprocity. Wuskin caught in no man's land, and he really needs to regroup with Zed. It looks like we're being pushed to around 11 here. Faze Clan have actually played this really, really well.
It's not over yet. Sitting on the bomb site. There's the bomb. He's picked it up. Scraps is on the other side. If you can find a pick here, just that player on the other side of the site. Here comes the arm. Number one's going to make his way over. That's going to be Scraps. The shots are through Sleems. Made it a 3v1. Onto the bomb. Zed's gone. That's it. Round 11. Here we go.
I can't help but laugh when Scraps starts talking to his team, because it looks like nobody's listening. They're just all carried on, changing their classes, choosing whatever loadout they want next. And he's just looking at them all, laughing. I have no idea what he's saying, and I'm English.
I think he said something along the lines of, I didn't have to do anything that round. Like, he really didn't. He was on the other side of the map just watching B, and no one came. He was watching that flank diligently, but, man, Celium, like, Tempest up from the start of the whole round. He held his post. His watch is not over yet. Here we go, round 11.
Well, it's not one of those 6-0s against Faze Clan that we typically have seen recently. And there you hear Scraps. Well, I can hear him shouting and screaming that he's seen all 5 players, and now it's going to be a rush to that bomb site. Tommy takes down one, traded out by 0, bit of a peek here, but all 3 players now lingering around that bomb site. Zed's going to be caught off guard. Scraps finding that one, and a quick regen will find himself with a little bit of trouble on his hands. It's going to be a 4v3.
Gotta get that 4v3. Dylan gets away with his life on the slide. I see him on the flank, though. I see him on the flank. Can he get what gets it? The shots are through, but the kill doesn't. The trades, it's a 3v1. Dylan on his own. Taken care of, and Faze from 4-1 down, take it all back.
Celium finishes on 18 kills.
Woohoo!
6-kill streak to end things there. You can see him, almost a smirk on his face, and he's going to let that smile gleam. And maybe that's what Scraps was talking about, and what a dominant force Celium can be. And that's kind of what I said at the very start. When I talked about the Search and Destroy and saying Faze, you know, they're not the best S&D team by any means, but they do have those superstars on it that have been in the past. Cell, Zuma, and across the board, by all means, they have this very, very high ceiling. But I don't think they're there yet. I mean, winning round 11s again, it's not, you know, it's not what you want to see. But I'm sure they'll take it for now. They know how strong they are in the respawns, and of course, they've got 2 more coming up.
2 more respawns coming up. The control's going to be a bit of a question mark for both of us. Again, the form of Reciprocity so far so good. But we are going to have a quick look at our scuff play of the game. It is going to be that final round 11. And here we go. It opened off with a bang. Tommy managed to get that first kill. But after that, it was a clinical assault from Faze as they managed to get back onto the site. And again, Scraps putting up big numbers. But Celium, we talked about it before, finishing the game on 18 kills, sitting at 16 currently. An absolute hero that managed to push that 5th map win, managed to push the round 11, and managed to get that big win there for Faze.
Yeah, there he is picking up a double at the end. Asim was a big factor as well. When he hit that flank and he took down Wuskins to, you know, very, very low health, he didn't get the kill, but he really, really did put his team in a good position. It's always hilarious just to kind of see Scraps gassing up his teammates. Good vibes, clearly, in FaZe Clan. But again, these guys, they're going into a control now. Reciprocity, no easy control team to play right now. Reciprocity coming off a hot 3-0 yesterday against Gen G of all teams. So it's not going to be an easy matchup by any means.
Well, we'll see how we go. Faze, they're looking fine. Again, the only way is up for them in Search and Destroy. But coming up next, the control matchup. Again, we pegged Faze to take the win there in the hard point, and that is exactly what they did. Reciprocity looking a little shaky, but they're far from done just yet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Call of Duty World League. And when we come back, we've got a control matchup.
The Call of Duty World League is brought to you by Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, the official beverage of the CWL. Scuff Gaming, the official controller of the CWL. And TCL, America's fastest growing TV brand.
Game Fuel. Level up the game.
Welcome back, friends, to the Call of Duty World League. Faze Clan 2-0 over Reciprocity. Can Reciprocity make a series of it here in the control matchup? So far, so good if you're a Faze fan. I think there's plenty of Faze ups in the chat right now. There's a couple of Faze ups right here. Watch out for that one, friends. They'll blind you. Phil, how do you feel, mate?
I feel fantastic. I really do. You got me pumped already for map number 3 just with the intro, and I hope you guys are as well. But if, for me, I think we came into this, it was the story of the Battle of Twins, but who's been kind of the standout players? You've got to look, obviously, at the Search and Destroy for Celium, you know, individually. And even going back to the hardpoint, Faze Clan, you know, were great, but it was Dylan for Reciprocity to kind of step things up. For Faze, it was a real kind of team effort, but it was Zero for me who really stood out on that one as well. So we've had Zero, we've had Cell, we've had Dylan. Who's gonna be Mr. MVP, if you like, of the control? For you guys at home and you neutral fans out there, I'm hoping it's someone from Reciprocity. Otherwise, we might have a hot 3-0 on our hands.
Well, hot 3-0. It's not what we expected to start this one off, but you know what? We'll see how we go. Into the control, we have it. Reciprocity getting us early set of kills. And actually, you know what? They're not stopping here. They're running this one all the way to the back of B. They're going to start getting the cap through, and Zero is going to be the only player there trying to contest. Zuma now. Celium finds a kill. Zed trying to hold on the point. Can he get the first tick just before the... No, he can't. Wow, the timing of that. No progress at B, and they are going to manage to drain that one. So, Faze Clan, they hold the line for now.
Into A, all 5. B failed, however. A 5-5 split on lives is not too bad for Reciprocity if they can fully take over A now without any type of contest. It should be a good one, however, with all 4. It's going to go very, very quickly. 25-24 now, 2 minutes on the clock. We've seen teams hold B. Well, Faze Clan, they've pushed right on up into the enemy spawn. If Reciprocity start to die, start to dwindle away, this could be a real bad move for him. Muskin's got to hit the deck as well. Scraps putting him to bed. And backing on up is going to be Scraps now.
2 lives is the only thing that's going to separate them. As you can see, they're making their way forward. This is a nice play, a bit of a rotate now coming out of Reciprocity. They gave up play towards the back of B, and they're going to be hitting underpass. Celium holding the line. Gets stunned. Waskins is going to punch on through, and the big play from Faze there on the slip and slide as they make their way forward. Now dealing with that grapple as he gets onto the point. He's going to be the first one there. Can he find something as he helps out Tommy on the other side of the map? Great work. The timing on that one is good. Can the rest of the team get there in time now to bolster the defenses and make this push work?
It really does help out Tommy there in the back as well, because looked like one of the players was going down and out. Faze, though, strong defense, still 2 to the good in lives, and they have a pretty strong grasp on this game. Round 1, obviously, very, very important. This is a bit of a specialist builder for some of these players as well. Scraps and Zed exchanging in the middle. Scraps has actually managed to hold that as well. But, Shawnee, 2 interactions to his name, both deaths. Not the best so far, however. It looks like Dylan's on the flank, maybe looking to pick something up. Scraps, we know he's in the middle. Shawnee there, getting tagged up. He does survive for now. Scraps shutting down Dylan on the flank, and maybe Faze Clan can focus a little bit more on that front.
It's just getting past Zero. Zero's been the absolute brick wall, and because he's got Shawnee's number currently with that ICR and the thermal, it's so hard for them to make any progress there at the B site. But now with that plays happening up front, they're in now from behind. Here comes Waskin. Can he find one? There's more to his name if he can get there in time. The Shawnee's the only player who's making his way forward. Waskin's still keeping the play alive in the back now, though. Stuns up. Trophy system once again has eaten absolutely every single piece of utility that Reciprocity have thrown so far in the series.
Zuma, what a kill. Zuma and Zero combining for the triple. Dylan answers back with a double, but he's not enough. Faze coming out on top after that battle. And again, it's down 7-4 now. And again, when you have a life advantage, not necessarily 7-4, but 5-4, just up on the battlefield at once, you can soon tell. Contest comes through. Wuskin takes damage, Dylan finds one, Wuskins go down, big trade for a scene, because now it's a 5v2, and with the time ticking away, Faze surely close this one out as Zed, the last alive.
Again, it's Zero. Bill, it's Zero again. 5 kills in a row at the end there. He's unstoppable right now. He was the king of 18 for a long time. You know where to find him, and that's just the problem.
Trade Team Wheeler.
Trey-Teen Wheeler. I've not heard that. Was it, you just make that up?
No, absolutely not.
Someone in the Twitch chat come up with it?
Twitch, Reddit, I don't know.
Great.
Trade Teen, I've seen it a few times. Can't claim that one as my own, Miles, but I'll think for you. I'll think of a few.
Should have lied, I'd have believed you.
I mean, impressing you isn't at the top of my list of things to do today, and I also don't want to lie to the tens of thousands watching, so...
My shoes reflect light. So easily amused. Here we go into the second round.
Shawnee, what are you doing?
0 and 5. Use the force, Sean.
30 lives spread across each team here. And 3 are going to be taken away. That's for Reciprocity. And oh my goodness, it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath. I thought Asim would have taken that kill there. Scraps on the flank finds one. Wuskin's last alive, but he is over at A. This is going to be the first tick on to B, but is it going to be the second and third? That's the all-important question. As right now on B, it is a 5v4 in favor of Faze.
Once again, I mean, we're seeing Faze doing a better job of making their way onto B, and that's the second tick done. Shawnee has been once again taken out there by Zero. Zero has been the most dominant ICR in the map by far.
Scraps.
B is gone. Good night.
I don't know if you saw that there, Scraps at the end. That was a kill he shouldn't have won. It was just a simple beatdown. Just like that in a weird way. Asim shutting down Wuskin here, and now trying to get into the point is going to be Dylan with that grapple. Faze have streaks. Faze have the round. Faze have control here of A, and it's going to be contested for now. One player couldn't through. It was going to be Asim. Thought he was going to be an influential part there, but he does get taken down by Wuskin.
There we go. Dylan once again trying to get the point, once again taking care of Celium. Scraps finding the kills, second point of A gone. Here we have it. Got to get there now or never. Zuma's trying to push the front line forward, keep the members of Rec out, and he does indeed. To see him Celium with kills, and this is another big round. On attack, Faze are just unstoppable.
I mean, right now, whilst we have the time, Faze, they suffer a 16 kill streak in hardpoint. They come out on top. Search and Destroy, which has been a very poor game mode for them, they come out on top in around 11. They're getting better and better. And the scary thing is, Reciprocity, this is a team 3-0 in Gen G yesterday on Control, and Faze are just taking it to them with such ease. This Faze colony is such an exciting squad to watch. Obviously, yes, we have the Brits. Yes, we have the Americans kind of combining. That's one reason. But their sheer talent, what they're providing for us right now, it's kind of amazing.
It's very exciting indeed. Here we go. Whoa, what was that, Selly? Little G-slide off the top of the water fountain. We'll have to ask him how he did that one. That looked like a lot of fun. War machines are up. It's out. It's through. Scraps, can he find any with it? He can't. This is a great start from Rec. They managed to get on a B quickly. Dylan trying to maintain the pressure. There's a slam ready here in boxes if he wants it, but he doesn't need it just yet. He does have Shawnee still in the back with the ICR, now pressured from behind. Zuma's going to take care of him. Celium actually takes care of Asim in the back there, and it's a double push now, double cap for both sides of the map. Now Reciprocity with progress at A.
This is what they tried last time. Full force B fail, full force A succeed, and then they were unsuccessful in capturing B. The problem being, Faze not only have that life lead by 2 right now, there's 3 streaks still left. There's a TAC 5 boost coming forward. There isn't really much specialist in the hands of Faze, but they're looking to close it out here with a 3-0, with a 6 life lead. There is still 2 minutes on the clock, but Faze swarming around, trying to find the prey. Scraps is going to fall. Concussion does connect. Tommy with a double, a very important double, as he does get taken down by Asim there. Maybe a little bit of help there could give Reciprocity a round for themselves. TAC 5 boost for them as well.
1 minute 40 on the clock left to make this play happen. Dylan's trying to get it done with the Maddox now as he makes his way to the back. Celium's doing the very best he can on the front lines there with the Tempest. Dylan, can he keep this play alive? He can. There come the spawners. They're going to take care of the kills there. Scraps on the point on his own. The contest comes through and Tommy can't win the 1v2. Scraps keeps the play safe, keeps B good to go. 14 to 19 now is Reciprocity. They managed to survive the Hellstorm, but Zero's still got streaks to work with.
Zero 13 and 5, make it 14 and 5, 3 kill streak here. He was the player to really go off on that hard point as well. Zero's having a fantastic series so far. Scraps 14 and 8. Big slaying side of things from everyone on Faze. Everyone putting up those numbers. Shawnee, he was 0 and 5 after round 1. I think after round 2 he was 2 and 8. He's now 2 and 13. It really hasn't been the best of weeks for Shawnee. Hopefully he can turn it around. Dylan trying to make something out of nothing. Zero and Zuma do go down 11 to 15 here. Maybe this is the time that they can turn it around, steal around away from Faze. Grav Slam is available, isn't going to connect though. Lightning Strike coming in, and the life count is dwindling for Reciprocity.
Well, it's not over yet though. Tommy's trying to keep this alive. That Tempest play manages to dodge the nade as well. If he's going to get something here, he needs his team to show up. But that's one with the Tempest, just gets the drop. Now Dylan's got his slam at the ready. He's coming through. In he goes. Dylan on your left, man. He was right there. That's so unfortunate. And now it's 4v10. And this is it for the hot 3-0 Faze. You got 4 more kills or 40 seconds. And you can put this series to bed.
Certainly has not been the Reciprocity that we thought we would get here on Control, and in particular Search and Destroy. Dylan doesn't even get to use his slam. Shawnee is not even halfway to his vision pulse, of course, a little harder to earn. But just like that, it is going to be Faze with the hot 3-0 in both control and in the series. A little bit of showboating maybe for Scraps. He's probably running trying to find Jess himself for the interview, but Wuskin's head in his hands is going to have to take the L on this one. But I'm sure there will be a rematch between these two teams, these two twins. And there we have it.
Here we go. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Here it comes. There you go. Strictly business for the twins. A strictly business for Faze. 3-0, and that series could have gone either way. That search and destroy round 11 could have turned that one around, but my gridlock was not a pretty place to be for Reciprocity. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Without Zero's ICR beaming like that thermal scope, no one could contest with him. Absolutely no one could contest. We saw Shawnee getting bodied every single time. There was nothing he could do at that range. When you have that range covered, it means that Dylan has to make these perfect flank kills. He'd even get close to take care of those hits from Zero. Without that, you can't get their sight. You can't get anything for there. I mean, what can you do against a man putting up numbers like that? Forget it. You know what? Miles and Momo, we're done here. We're gonna have a quick debrief. Katie, take it away.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. And there you have it. Reciprocity could not do it, getting swept rather handedly by Faze Clan, and Scraps getting a little revenge there on his brother Wuskin. And, you know, I got to talk about Zero, Nameless, because that whole series, he was just impeccable. And 18-8 to end.
He had a fantastic 30 minutes, right? That's about how long that series was. He played amazing on maps 1 and 3, and then I mean, just throughout the series, he just played great. And then even on that map 1, he was just getting so many kills with that ICR, picking up impossible 2 pieces up close. And he had some help from his teammates, though. Me and John were talking about in the back, like Zuma picking up those crucial kills there near Foursquare to help him out. And this is a great performance out of him.
And on the side, though, of Reciprocity, Dylan was doing really well, but Shawnee was just not at all.
We said it yesterday. It was just 2 inconsistent games out of Shawnee again when it came to just the respawns. But yesterday in the series that was different was they pulled out a 6-5 win. Right. And that was able to push it to a game 4. So obviously you were able to redeem yourself going into that hard point again. But overall, it was just a really bad series on the side of Reciprocity. We saw Dylan start off that first map like 15-4. He picked up a set of streaks, and they pulled out to like a 30-point lead, but then Faze was able to bring some streaks back, Scraps, and then followed by Zero. He was putting on an absolute clinic that entire hard point.
It's what we talked about beforehand. Like, Dylan came out and did what he had to do as a superstar of his team, but then they didn't have anyone else to back him up. Throughout the rest of that game, no one else filled in when Dylan had a natural lull in the game. Like, very rarely will you see someone have a full hard point where they destroy the whole time. Someone has to step up and fill those gaps, fill in that void, and nobody was able to do it, again, for Reciprocity. It cost them.
And then I wonder, too, it just seemed like Nameless there was a lot of kind of big mistakes from certain players as well in Reciprocity moments. Maybe they didn't capitalize, moments where they maybe, you know, peaked more than they should have, and it was just easy things that they could have avoided.
Yeah, I think games 1 and 3, like on game 1, if somebody else just picked it up and started to bring a little bit more slaying power, Reciprocity had a good chance. Game 3, they got absolutely obliterated. I think that they just need to, like, if they would have needed a replay on that game to win that one. Like, just from the get-go, they were getting destroyed. But in game 2 in particular, they did have opportunities to win the game, but they would throw away their lives. I'm sure we'll have the replay here in a second. This is that 5-5 you're going to see where Tommy pushes up towards that A site, and he gets a first blood, but he overextends and dies from the thermal ICR here in lobby. And, you know, you're just kind of throwing away your numbers there. And right here, I would like to see him just stay back and play his life.
It's weird because Zuma made a mistake that could have just cost. Like, he pushed out completely alone. I'm not sure if he expected Scraps to help team shoot, but he pushed out completely alone. So Zuma gives up the blood, the crucial blood that should be what Reciprocity needs to win the round, and then Tommy overextends, gives it right back, and then they get sandwiched here on this H3. Just those crucial plays, and then they lost this, but the problem with this team, really, to me, is their control. Like, they're giving away a map every series. They lose most hard points, but at least they're competitive. The controls are not competitive at all.
That's back-to-back days where they lost 3-0 in control.
And like, it's not even close to 3-0s. They're getting obliterated. None of the individual rounds are close. They need to go back to the drawing board and figure that out. They could have won the search and destroy and then push it like they did yesterday, but without those controls, consistently, they're not going to be able to compete with these teams at a high level.
It's a world of pain right now for Reciprocity, especially in the respawns, because they're not even 50-50 in them anymore. It's just not looking good at all. But on a good note, on Faze's side, they look great, right? Like, they